Good afternoon YouTube, and welcome to a rainy day on the Endangered Species Sanctuary. It's not raining much, but it is raining consistently, and it's the sort of day where bats can tend to get trapped a long way away from the cave when the sun rises through the clouds. So here we have the local environmental study background report compendium, which is a $60 black and white photocopy of a $45,000 document. Basically, part 1 says everything you could do wrong, they have done wrong, according to Wakefield Planning, anyway. One big problem evident in the Severn Shire as regards soil and water is the almost complete removal of riparian vegetation along all streams and drainage lines in any floodplain area where the soil is good enough to cultivate. The almost total clearing of the alluvial valleys of the Shire during the last century has led to extensive gully erosion, incipient salt scalding and stream bank instability. It's removed much of the buffer between farmed land and drainage network. It's plainly the main factor reducing water quality. Excess nutrients and sediments wash straight into the streams. This is exacerbated by the widespread draining of low-lying areas, thus cancelling any possibility that natural wetlands might be allowed to act as the kidneys of the terrestrial flow system and take up excess nutrients into swamp vegetation. One of the most extreme cases of this degradation is Wellinggrave Creek. See Figure 1, which is contributing major loads of nutrients and sediments into the lower Severn River through algal blooms were prominent on all streams that had cultivation on their banks. The results of overclearing. The major project needed to rehabilitate, while Severn River and its feeders have a most severe water quality problems. Okay, so my local Shire Council paid $45,000 in 1999 to be told that they had comprehensively screwed the pooch. They'd been caught copulating with a goose in the main street as far as the environment was concerned. And this entire first section just carries on exactly like that. Everything that you can do wrong has been done wrong. It really is deeply depressing. There's a marvellous block of references and appendixes, report of the aerial survey, maps, river long profiles, various rivers. It's a marvellous document, but for the purposes of today, here we have our various aerial photographs which show the level of clearing right to the riverbank. Mines conducted in the rivers, settling ponds in the rivers, algal blooms, Ranges Valley Dam, serving the largest concentration camp for cattle in the southern hemisphere, the feedlot. Oh, it's lovely. Deepwater, where they have their sewage farm and their water reservoir in adjacent paddocks. It truly is a remarkable document. How much harder can you push the landscape than what we've been doing around here? However, it's not all doom and gloom. We also have a biophysical review, environmentally sensitive areas outside the parks and state forests. And here we have a list of all the rare and endangered threatened critters. And today, let's have a look at the bats. Great pipistrelle, hoary wattle-bat, little pied bat, greater broad-nosed bat, eastern freetail-bat. Now I think what I'm going to show you today is a bent wing pipistrelle. But I took photographs of it previously with the Parks and Wildlife, and they said you've really got to measure parts of its penis in order to be certain which kind of a bat you're looking at. But the fact that these rare and endangered critters are to be found around here has been ascertained by the Department of Sparks and Wildfire sighting reports. People telling them what they've seen and where they've seen it. And according to them, we have significant habitat for off-reserve flora and fauna, and here we have your endangered species sanctuary, your endangered species marked with a triangle. And here we have the environmentally sensitive areas of the Severn Shire. And in the centre there we have the Glen local government area. And there are 13 of these environmentally sensitive areas of the Severn Shire. And there's the one that I'm standing on right now. Okay, so let's go and see if I can show you an endangered bat. A rare and a threatened and an endangered bat that's been 2 or 3 miles away from the caves on the Severn River, and suddenly it's realised that it's too light to fly home. So what are we going to do? We go up to the local aeronautical fruitcakes place and we get in there between his World War II aircraft mechanics overalls with a Fokker triplane patch and underneath his old 1970s denim flying jacket. And what do we find? We find a cold and miserable little bat. Oh, hello little pipistrelle, isn't it cold and miserable? Never mind, Warbles will give you your coat back, and I will get around without a coat because you need it more than me. See, isn't that amazing? That a flying mammal should seek out the personal habitat of a primate who used to fly in order to look for a place to hang out on a rainy day. I really enjoy that kind of synchronicitous juxtaposition, that a bat would go and hide under my flying jacket looking for a place to camp on a rainy day. And after all, that's why it's an endangered species sanctuary, because all the rare, weird, strange critters hang out here. Ciao.